Hi everyone, welcome back to my new model balmy channel. So we're in the man cave again, and this time I'm making a crane for my dockside diorama, which you've seen the Corvette already that I've been building, which is basically it's going to be a layout depicting a scene from the film The Cruel Sea. So for this I needed various buildings and bits and pieces, one of which of course is a crane. Now as you can see, this is made by Fella, and I particularly wanted to make my own gantry so that will straddle the line running along the quayside. So I did get a little bit ahead of myself on this and haven't videoed the very start, but what I've done, I've built up the cab, which hopefully you can see there. The windows that come with this kit are not particularly convincing. The transparencies, I don't know whether you can see that, just about. The transparencies, the frames aren't particularly defined, so I decided to do my own thing with those. So I've made up some frames for this cab, and basically what they were, with the crew that I bought for the Corvette, they were resin printed, and when you get them, they are all in these little cages. So I extracted the figures from the little cage, but I kept the frames, these little cages, because I thought they're going to be brilliant for window frames. So you know me, never throw anything away. So sure enough, I've actually used those. So I've actually made one up for the front of the crane as well. I don't know whether you can see that. I've had to put a little return top on it, so I'll glaze those. Made up the jib, which is very fiddly, very fine as well. It's nicely detailed, but that was a fiddly thing to build. And I've actually made up my own gantry. Let's just take that off and I can pop that on there like that. So this basically is made up out of all sorts of trusses and bits and pieces that I had in my spares box. A little photo etch ladder on the side there, and a fitting on the top, which actually is a plumbing fitting on top of a counter, like a sort of, I don't know, tiddlywinks or something that came out of a cracker. But I thought, yeah, that's quite good because it looks like it's got a cog wheel running round it. So that'll get a coat of primer. So the next clip that you'll see, hopefully, there'll be some paint on this. Oh, and I've got to sort some wheels out as well, because this is going to run on a track a little bit like I did on Lylecoombe Quay. Anyway, hopefully you'll join me in a sec when I've got some paint on here. Well, as you can see, we now have paint. So I primed it in a dark grey and then gave it a very light spray of a slightly lighter grey. I've also added some steps to go up into the cab for the crane operator, and some guardrails, once again made out of the those little cages that I showed you a moment ago, and some guardrails at the top of the steps as well. Found some wheels. I basically just cannibalised those off a wagon that I had. So I think the next excitement will be some weathering. Oh, incidentally, I did the cables from the hook is from my spares box, and I just used stretched sprue for the cables, which disappear into the top of the cab roof there. So yeah, weathering next, and then we'll be done. So here we go then. I've weathered it with some oil washes, just to give it a few rusty marks, and yeah, this has turned out alright actually. So it was something, I've not obviously fixed the top on yet, which is why it's wobbling, because I don't know what angle it's going to be on the layout itself. But yeah, it was one of the jobs I thought, right, let's get cracking with that while I'm waiting for other bits. I've got the baseboards which have been custom built for me by Grange and Hodder. I've got shuttle control units on order, power controllers on order. So so that's it for this video. I think the next episode will be the first part, the build proper. So I'm hoping to have the baseboards featured on that one. So I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm going to leave you with a quick shot of this on my home layout, just to put it into some sort of context. So see you again soon. Take care. Cheers.